The Black Death, a devastating pandemic that swept through Europe in the 14th century, remains one of the most significant events in human history. Originating in Asia, this plague claimed the lives of an estimated 25 million people, roughly one-third of Europe's population at the time. Its impact was profound, not only decimating communities, but also reshaping social structures, economies, and cultural practices. Understanding the Black Death is crucial for grasping the complexities of historical context, as it led to shifts in power dynamics, labor shortages, and even advancements in medicine. In this video, we will explore the causes and consequences of this tragedy, shedding light on how it influenced the course of European history. Join us as we delve into the dark yet fascinating legacy of the Black Death and its lasting effects on our world today. The origins of the Black Death can be traced back to the early 14th century in Asia, where it is believed to have emerged from the Yersinia pestis bacterium, often carried by fleas on rats. As trade routes expanded, particularly the Silk Road, the disease made its way westward, reaching Europe by 1347. The bustling trade networks played a crucial role in its transmission, as merchants and travelers unknowingly carried the plague with them. Key locations such as Messina in Sicily and the port of Genoa became early hotspots, where the disease rapidly spread through crowded urban areas. Within a few years, cities across Europe, including Paris and London, faced the devastating consequences of this pandemic. Understanding these origins and the mechanisms of spread helps us appreciate the scale of the tragedy and its profound impact on European society. The symptoms of the Black Death were both horrifying and unmistakable. Infected individuals often experienced fever, chills, and swollen lymph nodes, known as buboes, which could be extremely painful. As the disease progressed, many suffered from severe headaches, fatigue, and even delirium. The rapid spread of the plague led to devastating social and economic consequences. Entire communities were decimated, with mortality rates reaching as high as 60% in some areas. This staggering loss of life resulted in labor shortages, causing economic turmoil and a shift in power dynamics between the working class and landowners. Demographically, the population of Europe plummeted from approximately 75 million to around 50 million within just a few years. The Black Death not only altered the course of history, but also left a lasting impact on societal structures, economies, and cultural practices for generations to come. In the face of the Black Death, societies implemented various public health measures to combat the crisis. Quarantine practices became common, with infected individuals isolated to prevent further spread. Cities established pest houses and enforced travel restrictions, although these measures were often too late to be effective. Religion and superstition played significant roles in coping mechanisms. Many turned to prayer, penance, and even extreme acts of self-flagellation, believing that the plague was a punishment from God. This period also saw the rise of scapegoating, with marginalized groups, such as Jews, being unjustly blamed for the outbreak. The labor market experienced a dramatic shift as the workforce dwindled, leading to increased wages and better working conditions for surviving laborers. Social structures were forever altered, as the traditional feudal system weakened, paving the way for a more modern economic landscape in the aftermath of this devastating pandemic. The Black Death profoundly influenced art and culture during and after the pandemic, inspiring a wave of creativity that reflected the era's turmoil. Notable works, such as Giovanni Boccaccio's The Decameron, captured the human experience of suffering and survival amidst the chaos. Similarly, artists like Hans Holbein the Younger depicted themes of mortality and despair in their paintings, with works such as The Dance of Death, illustrating the inevitability of death. This period saw a shift in societal values, as the fragility of life prompted a more introspective approach to existence. The pervasive sense of loss and uncertainty led to the emergence of themes centered around mortality, prompting a reevaluation of faith, humanism, and the afterlife. As a result, the cultural landscape transformed, paving the way for the Renaissance and a deeper exploration of the human condition in the face of tragedy. The Black Death had profound long-term effects on European society, reshaping its economic landscape and social structures. The massive labor shortages that followed the pandemic led to increased wages for workers, as demand for labor outstripped supply. This shift weakened the feudal system, allowing peasants greater mobility and bargaining power, ultimately contributing to the rise of a more modern economy. Social hierarchies were also altered as the traditional class structures began to dissolve, paving the way for a burgeoning middle class. Additionally, the Black Death influenced future pandemics and public health responses, highlighting the need for better sanitation and healthcare practices. The lessons learned from this tragedy prompted governments to implement more organized public health measures, laying the groundwork for modern epidemiology. Overall, the Black Death catalyzed significant changes that would shape European society for centuries to come. In summary, the Black Death was a pivotal event that reshaped European society in numerous ways. We explored its origins and spread, the devastating symptoms and impacts, and the varied responses from communities. The pandemic not only altered economic and social structures, but also influenced art and culture, leaving a lasting legacy that resonates today. Understanding the lessons learned from the Black Death is crucial for historical awareness, especially as we navigate modern public health challenges. By reflecting on this tragedy, we can better appreciate the resilience of humanity in the face of adversity. If you found this exploration insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and sharing it with others who might be interested. Your engagement helps us create more content that delves into the fascinating complexities of history. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.